Welcome to Dr. Tom Talks. Today, with the help of the BioDigital Human, I'm going to be talking about the monkeypox virus. So what is the monkeypox virus? What are the symptoms, and should you be concerned? Well, the monkeypox virus is a virus very similar to the smallpox virus, which has now been eradicated. And it was discovered in 1958 amongst a couple of groups of monkeys, hence monkeypox virus. And these were research monkeys. And it can obviously spread to humans, as we're seeing right now. You may have heard about this in the news because it's been spreading to countries outside of Africa, which is a little bit unusual. So we don't know the exact reservoir, the original animals which host this virus, but we know that it exists in monkeys, some rodents, and then obviously it's been transferred to humans. So what are the symptoms of the monkeypox virus? Well, if you contract monkeypox virus, you may not have any symptoms at all for 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe even longer, but then you'll start this prodrome of feeling generally not very well, maybe some fever, maybe general malaise, weakness and headache, and also lymph node swelling. So lymphadenopathy, as we call it in medicine. It can be in the neck, the groin, various other places. And then you'll develop this rash 1 to 3 days after you start this prodrome. So it starts off with a macule, so a flat patch of skin, then a papule, raised round bump, then a vesicle, raised round bump with fluid in it. Then it goes to a pustule, which is a raised round bump with pus in it. And finally a scab. It'll scab over and eventually fall off. And once those scabs have fallen off, you'll no longer be contagious. And that's usually from start to finish, it's around about a month. And this is what a pustule looks like that I thought that I'd show you underneath the skin. This is the top of your skin, these are your hairs, and that's the pus beneath the surface before it turns into a scab and falls off. So should we be concerned? Well, let's start off by saying, first of all, this is not like COVID-19. COVID-19 is very transmissible. This is much more difficult to transmit from human to human. So typically it can be transmitted via big respiratory droplets. So you have to have a lot of communication with someone. But interesting, we're seeing it in groups of men who have sex with men. And so it might be even more close contact, sexual contact, that can be transmitting this disease. Experts are thinking that this will eventually burn itself out and it won't be majorly spreading across the globe. So this isn't going to turn into a global pandemic, and therefore not something that we should be majorly concerned about at the moment. Of course, you should still practice general hygiene, washing your hands thoroughly, and so on. This has been a Dr. Tom Talk, and this has been a special on the monkeypox virus. For any more information, go to biodigital.com.